What's up? Your boy is back. I'm Brian Majors, the owner of Major Preparation, where the motto is putting in major work for major results. So no matter what you're doing, you have to put in the work in order to get the results. So today's major prep, major key alert is coming from a man who is extremely influential, extremely impactful, and is filled with tons of knowledge and wisdom. And man, make sure you have your listening ears on for this one, because what this man is about to express and what he's willing to give to you right now is this is something here, man. This is really major, it's really extremely major key. Our special guest today is a mentor of mine, somebody who has always been on my side, somebody who's always made sure that he was there to give me the guidance and advice ever needed along my own journey to success ever since I was in elementary school. And again, he's always been there by my side, man, no matter what, always being extremely supportive and always wants the best for me, for Major Prep, for the brand, and my life in general, along with my family as well. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome you guys to meet my main man, Dr. Eric Waters. I appreciate you, man.
Good to see you, my friend.
My pleasure.
Always, always.
And I think the world needs to know and hear a little bit about your journey, a little bit about you. And it's like, you know, that guy who sits back and like just teaches, and nobody ever really like knows everything about them or knows how smart they really are.
Thank you.
And they get to just watch their proteges grow up and flourish without people knowing who's really in the background of that protege's life.
Thank you.
And that's who you are to me.
I appreciate that.
So I don't want you to give him everything, but just about five.
I never
points.
give him everything.
I don't have everything yet, so I definitely don't want you to give him everything. But it's about a couple key points about entrepreneurship, growth, progress, and a tap into just a tad bit of who you are and what you have done with your life.
From an entrepreneurial standpoint, I had never planned on being an entrepreneur. That was not one of my goals in life. It was something that I was kind of forced into. You'll find that as you get older, going through your 20s and 30s, there are situations that happen in your life that cause you to have to kind of go in other directions. And other than dying, you have to take the risk. But you also have to have the strength, the fortitude for people to trust in what you're doing. That's kind of building your brand,
right? As
you are with Major Prep. You're in your late 20s right now. You're building your brand. You may not make $1 million today, but you're building a brand that people can trust, that people can put their money behind. Two very, very important factors. You also have to live your brand also. I see you often on Facebook. I see you on Twitter. I see you living your brand, because that's what makes people believe that you are your brand. That if they're going to give you $10,000, $25,000, $50,000, they know they can go to sleep at night knowing that you're going to live that brand.
Right.
That they don't have to wake up in the morning and call you. You'll already be putting their $50,000 to work. That's what I've always stood by. I've created a brand, Ace Family LLP, which owns Ava's Garden Daycare, located in Uptown Harrisburg. What people don't know is that I worked in there probably 16 hours a day for the first 2 years that it was open. People would drop their children off, but they didn't know I was there 3 hours before they got there. And they also didn't know I was there 3 hours after they picked their child up, to try to create a brand.
Right.
And create a comfortable place, a comfortable environment where they would feel they could drop their children off, where their children would be provided foods, healthy foods, a safe environment, and knowing my background, an educational platform. Very simple. I lived my brand.
Right.
It's what I did every single day. I love it. It's what I do. you have to kind of not allow people on the outside to influence your wants, dreams, your visions, your hopes. Because there will always be people out there that will negate or go against your hopes and dreams.
Wow.
Someone will always speak negatively to what it is that you want to do. You have to have the confidence within yourself and within your body to go ahead and say, I'm going to do this anyway. I don't care if your mom says don't do it. I don't care if your best friend says don't do it. I don't care if your girl says don't do it. I don't care if your school counselor says don't do it. If you believe in your heart, you can actually get up in the morning and go ahead and do it. But you've got to be the one to go do it.
Right.
And that's probably the loneliest road that you ever travel. Because the road to success is a lonesome road. Simple
road
enough.
to success is a lonesome road.
Yes, sir. Because you're going to walk that road by yourself until you succeed.
Right.
Then everyone will be running down that road right behind you, clapping for you. You know, we all have our different aspects or views on what success looks like. Some people, from a daycare perspective, a lot of children to me would be successful. People want to bring the children to my daycare.
Right.
That would be success. To other people, money is the success. Everyone has their own view on what success looks like. But when you're embarking and moving out and forward, you have to kind of understand what it is that you really want out of the end game.
Right.
You know, I know so many people, they don't have any money, but they give and they care. And they consider themselves successful. You can go to Los Angeles, California. There's people out there that are broke as hell. You know what they do every day? They feed people.
Wow.
That is their success. They have $3 in their pocket, but what it means successful to them is actually feeding the hungry. So, you know, we all have to decide in our own realms what we consider successful. I think one of the problems that is occurring in America right now is that people don't even know what they want. They want everything and they want nothing. You know, you have to sit down and write out what your goals are. Like my business, I had to create a business plan. You take that business plan, put it in motion, and then sometimes you have to kind of change it a little bit based upon what's going on. The first year that my wife and I had our business, we maybe had 35 kids.
Right.
There was no money coming in. You know, we were praying every day for something to happen. But we just kept going. Exactly. Be your brand. Pump your brand all day. You know, you got business cards, hand them out everywhere. I don't care where you're at. Business cards cost $25. You can get 5,000 of them.
Right.
Put them everywhere. Because someone's going to pick it up. You know, that type of thing. When you provide a quality program, as you do, it becomes exponential. Once one kid comes to you for basketball lessons, guess what he's going to do? He's going to go tell another kid. And this kid that learned from you is playing better than the other kid.
Right.
So other kids like, how am I going to get as good as you? I got to call Major Prep. Makes it as simple as that. And it becomes an exponential experience.
Okay. Wow.
So with childcare, it's the same thing. Wow, your child's reading better than my child. Where's your child go?
Where are they
Daycare.
going? What are they doing?
They're going to Ava's Garden. And then they switch it out. They're like, yo, I'm stop going here. I'm going to put my child over here. It's,
so that
it's simple
sounds
mathematics.
as though it's word of mouth is a great advertisement.
It's the best marketing tool. If you have a service, you do not need to put a billboard up. If you have a service, you do not need to advertise on Facebook or in the newspaper. It's a waste of money. Because if you're providing a good service, people will hear about it. And if service is what you're doing, they're going to find you. It took a couple years for them to find us, but now they can't stop coming.
Right. There's so many other ones who are benefiting from being in Avis Garden that, okay, yeah, I need to be at Avis Garden.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, my son or my daughter needs to be at Avis Garden.
Exactly. You bring your child in as an infant, your child can spend the next 5 years there.
Wow.
The next 5 years. If you can imagine the educational components that we can deliver to your child in 5 years, your child will walk into first grade or kindergarten far beyond any other child in that classroom. Your child's going to walk into first grade like a third grader. I can guarantee you. Like Harlem Globetrotters.
All over the world.
You've changed players. Geese Osby, he's not there anymore.
Right.
Now you have a man from Harrisburg. What's his name?
Chris Franklin.
Yeah. He wasn't there 40 years ago, but the Harlem Globetrotters brand still exists.
And like you said, like the foundation, the belief, living it, and then becoming successful. But again, even starting at the foundation, once you lay that solid foundation, it don't matter what happens to you, where you go, the foundation's already laid.
Yeah. All you gotta do is lay it there on the table and put it to work.
That's it. These major keys from this man have been so intricate and so important for not only me, but can also be important for you as well. Again, I keep harping on these keys because once you have a foundation, it can never go away. Once you believe in yourself, it doesn't matter who else doesn't ever believe in you again. Because once you believe in yourself, like he said, others will start to believe in you as well. When you live your brand day in and out, and it's not a front, because if it's a front, only a matter of time before the front comes out. So when you live your brand and you true about your brand, there won't be no stopping you. Then you stay focused on your focus, no by all means necessary. Whatever your brand is, whatever goes on, you have to stay focused on them. And last but not least, define your own level of success. Don't ever let anyone else tell you what your level of success has to be. If you don't want all the money and all the cars and all the fame, that's not what you have to have. Whatever defines success for you, make it work for you. Success is always evolving, always progressing. Just like with you as a person or you as your brand, you should always progress, always mature, always make maturation moments where you're evolving and not ever staying the same.
Right.
It's my pleasure to be able to converse with you, man, and be able to sit down and have the wonderful trees behind us and have a peace of mind and just, reflect on life and have your wisdom being shared with me, man.
Ask me real quick before we exit. Dr. Waters, what is success to you today?
Dr. Waters, what is success to you today?
You being here with me.
Woo! That's major.
That's success. If I have the opportunity to be alive and inspire and pass the torch, because all these things that are so good to me, I'm not going to have forever.
Right.
I understand that. I'm starting to really understand that as an older man now. But if I can inspire young men like you, young women, to do everything they can to fulfill their dreams, whatever they may be, that's success to me. And I thank God for it. Thank you.
The pleasure's always mine.
Always mine.
Always. But, man, like I told you, man, take these keys, apply them to your life, let them have a positive impact on your life like they have on mine, like they have on his as well. And again, it's your boy, Brian Major, the owner of Major Preparation, where the model is putting in major work for major results. Whatever work you put in, I promise you, you will get the results. So, again, it's over and out, man. Dr. Eric Waters,
Peace.
Major Prep, all day. Work.
And we out.
Drops the mic.